I'm Kaylee, and I have some really adorable Christmas-themed picture books to show you today. Now, I know you might be saying, Christmas, but can't we just have Thanksgiving first? So don't worry, I also have a Thanksgiving book that we're going to talk about as well. Before we dive in, I'm going to reach back here to our Booktuber Shoutout book, and we're going to shout out somebody randomly. Today's shout out goes to Olivia's Catastrophe. I will leave a link to her channel in the description. Be sure to go over and subscribe to her. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe to this channel and give this video a thumbs up if you are so ready for the holidays. And of course, follow me over on Goodreads and Instagram and Storygraph and all the places. All of the books in this video are books that I received from the publisher in exchange for a free and honest review. So our Thanksgiving one is The Pie That Molly Grew. This is completely adorable. The text is kind of built off the house that Jack built. It keeps adding in more things as this little seed is sown and then it sprouts. And we have bees that come and pollinate the flowers on the vine. And finally, we have a pumpkin, which gets made into delicious pumpkin pie for Thanksgiving. There is also a pie recipe at the end, along with some information about how bees pollinate the pumpkin blossoms. This is completely adorable, and I gave it 5 stars. Then we get into the Christmas books. I have Bunnies in a Sleigh. This is actually part of a whole Bunnies series where this group of bunnies just create chaos wherever they go. In this book, they are creating chaos at the North Pole, and they stow away in the sleigh wanting to help Santa to deliver all the presents, but of course instead they just get up to all sorts of wild shenanigans. These bunnies are nuts. They get stuck in the chimney, they get stuck in the snow, they get stuck in the stockings. The best thing about this book is all of the illustrations. You really have to stop and look and see, okay, he's doing that and he's doing this and what are they doing? Oh, in the background, then they're doing something with the tree. So you just have to stop and look at every illustration for a while to see all the crazy shenanigans that these bunnies are getting up to. Adorable, hilarious, 5 stars. There is also a series of the 12 Little Elves visit different states. So because I live in Georgia, I have the 12 Little Elves visit Georgia. Santa sends the 12 elves to check on all the children in Georgia to make sure that they are asleep on Christmas Eve. But the elves get distracted. They visit the Georgia Aquarium and they go and eat some peaches, and they go to Jekyll Island, and they go to the Okefenokee Swamp, and they even visit the Coca-Cola Museum in Atlanta. These illustrations are really cute, and it was fun to see some important Georgian landmarks. And like I said, there is a whole series. They don't have all 50 states yet, but you can always be on the lookout for your state. Then we have the Christmas Elephant. This is about a little girl who loves dressing up in her elephant costume, but since there were no elephants at Bethlehem, she is told she has to change into a sheep costume to be a sheep in the nativity play. But she doesn't want to be a sheep, she wants to be an elephant. She tries to sneak out on stage with the angels. She tries to sneak out on stage with the wise men. But when they realize that they can't find the baby Jesus prop, like the doll that is baby Jesus, she is the only one who can remember where they put the baby Jesus doll. Because of course, elephants never forget. And in the end, she and her sister recognize that it's not really about having an elephant costume or the nativity play being perfect. The Christmas season is all about celebrating Jesus. This was so cute. I mean, this was just so absolutely adorable. And I really loved the positive messages about including Christ in Christmas. Reminding ourselves that it's not about the tree and the play and the costumes and all the stuff. It's really just about Jesus. 5 stars, completely adorable. Then we have If It's Christmas and You Know It. I defy anyone to try to read this book without singing it, because you just have to sing it. This one has some lovely sliders that you can push and pull. So here they're picking out their tree. So she points to the tree that she wants. And then we can bake our cake, put it in the oven. So fun. Even as an adult, I'm having fun doing these little things. And then some Christmas carolers come, so we open the door and they're singing us some Christmas carols. So cute. And then in the last one, we get to open our gifts. So open up your presents on Christmas. This one also has a QR code on the back so that you can listen to a recording of the song and you can sing along. 5 stars, so cute. Then we have an advent calendar book, which has a lovely ribbon that holds it closed. So this is the countdown to Christmas with a poem to read each day. And then you get to lift the flap and see some sort of special little illustration underneath. So there's a little bunny hiding there. I just love these illustrations. Like, it's so soft and cozy and so wintry. And you get to read these lovely poems. So I feel like that just creates this quiet, cozy moment with the family where you can sit down each day and read a poem together. And this is actually a fold-out display. It's really huge, okay? And on the back of the display, it just has some lovely illustrations. So you could fold it out, you could turn the pages just as a book. Either way, this is so beautiful. And it has poems from like Thomas Hardy and Ogden Nash and Christina Rossetti. This one gets 5 stars for sure. Absolutely beautiful. And then we have How Does Santa Go Down the Chimney? So last year, I actually reviewed the English version of this, and then this year I have it in Spanish. These illustrations are just so adorable. I love this illustrator. So this book asks us, how does Santa get down the chimney? Does he make himself really tiny and then go down? Does he get his suit all dirty with soot and ash and then have to do a load of laundry? Does he magically transform himself into a postage stamp and mail himself in the mail? Does he have night vision goggles so he can see in the dark? It's just on and on with the most hilarious ideas about how Santa gets around. And it's just as adorable and just as funny in Spanish. 5 stars. I think some people forget that the Christmas season does last from Christmas until Epiphany on January 6th. So Epiphany is Three Kings Day, and I actually have Hooray, It's Three Kings Day both in English and in Spanish. Most American households don't really celebrate Three Kings Day that much, but in Hispanic households, like where I grew up in Mexico, you definitely celebrate Three Kings Day. So this is the story of a little girl, and when her grandmother comes to visit from Puerto Rico, she brings these little wooden figurines of the Three Kings. And every day, the little girl moves the figurines closer on their journey to Bethlehem. More than anything, this book is just about families coming together and celebrating the whole Christmas season and just appreciating the traditions and the heritage that connect the generations. So this little girl's grandmother had those same wooden figurines when she was a child, and then her mother had them, and now she has them. So it's celebrating those traditions that continue on through the years and bind our families together at Christmas time. And it's just as wonderful in Spanish, of course. I really love when I have it both in English and in Spanish, because then I can really share it with my family and with my nieces. And those are the Christmas and Thanksgiving books that I will be reading with my nieces this holiday season. Please leave me a comment and let me know what is one of your favorite holiday-themed books. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and remember, the right book in the right hands at the right time can change the world.